Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's right, the Punch Up King is back, and who are we punching up today? Speaking of punching up, the Art of Guitar Tour in Australia, North America, and Asia. Hey, it seems like Marcin's doing okay, so I'm gonna say some stuff here. Whoa! And I'm sorry, I'm sure I had Marcin in the title of this video. It's probably not the Marcin you're thinking of. We're not gonna listen to some Rodrigo today. We're going to be hearing Marcin. I can't say his last name. You guys know, though, we featured him plenty of times here. And look at that, he has a new video that is just begging to be reacted to, proving I'm not fake. Once and for all, how music works. How music works is interesting. Maybe there's gonna be some kind of theory lesson here. Maybe it's gonna be some kind of demonstration of his techniques that he uses. Maybe he'll talk about form and all that stuff. I don't know, we'll see. How does music work? My initial comments on this title, I don't think I ever thought Marcin was fake. I think my main criticism is that it was just a little bit noisy when he plays, and it's a little bit like all over the place and hard to listen to for that reason. Which, who am I to even be discussing this at all? Just in case you're new here, let me tell you, I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube. And what does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that you have to do something else other than play classical guitar. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how good you are. You could have started at a really young age and attended the finest conservatoires that Poland has to offer, have the finest teachers, weekly lessons all the way through your childhood, and even still, you might end up tapping on a steel string guitar. And that is not a fate that I would wish on anyone. It's one that I'm trying to fight personally, but honestly, the reaction video format is my tapping on guitar. It's just the annoying thing that we guitarists have to do to continue funding our lifestyle of playing guitar all day. Now, before we actually get into it, there are some good things that come out of Marcin. Here's what they are. The last video I made on him, I'm pretty sure, was the Mozart Requiem on one guitar, where it's just a tappy rendition of Mozart's Requiem, the famous one. And I actually didn't hate that, and not because it was classical music, because obviously I don't want to hear Mozart's Requiem on a guitar, much less a steel string guitar. I'd want to hear it like as it was written. But Marcin has a knack for making things really visually interesting, because it is cool to watch somebody bang on a guitar. And guitar is already a familiar sound, because you hear it in pop music so much. So with those two elements together, I think this Mozart Requiem is probably easier for a little kid to listen to. And that sounds like an insult. I'm saying like, oh, little kids will listen to it, and that's all that would like this. But those little kids are going to turn into big kids and adults one day, and they'll have Mozart's Requiem in their head. And I can tell you from when I was a kid, I have so many like commercial jingles that are like completely worthless now stuck in my head. So if you could make Mozart's Requiem one of those jingles stuck in kids' heads, that's fine by me. And you'll sort of help them bridge that gap by giving them something familiar, guitar, flashy visuals, and as they get older they can better understand a more nuanced performance, and maybe one that doesn't involve just one guy banging on a guitar but an entire orchestra, right? All that being said, a lot of preamble, let's go ahead and jump into how music works, proving I'm not fake once and for all. I'm sure this will be the last time you try to prove it. How music works! 500,000 views in one day. Dude, look at my freaking search bar. Rick Beato's up there. Okay, this is kind of an artsy start to the video. We have a microphone pointed upwards as if someone's going to talk into it. Not what I'd expect from a guitar video. Let's keep going. Our hero steps on stage. So, after a decade of... You know, something that I love about standard notation is that you can play something super lame and it always just looks so cool. Like, look at that. Like, I would get that tattooed on my arm. That looks dope. Alright, keep going. After a decade of making music, I realized that everyone thinks I'm fake. Dude, I don't think you're fake. Also, something that I want to appreciate, because right now, this is a performance. Like, this is something that he would do at, like, a Las Vegas show, where he's not, like, playing the guitar, but also, like, explaining it out loud. It's just more stimulus. This is, like, brain rot guitar music, kind of. It makes me wonder if he plans out the speech that he's saying, because I'm noticing he always starts his sentences at the beginning of a measure, like, I think in the second measure there, and then, like, in the last beat, like, maybe with the eighth notes. Let's actually listen to it again. Hold on. So... After a decade of making... Yeah, after, like, the after is, like, with those eighth notes there. I wouldn't be surprised if all that text was, like, written out or something. Maybe that's just my classical brain, like, needing everything to be written out, right? Maybe he's just doing it. And the way that I play is just it's not real. That's how I feel when I listen to David Russell play. It's like, is this overdubbed? What am I looking at here? Is this real right now? Not when I hear Marcin, though. I'm playing the bass with my left hand. The right hand is free. So what I'm going to do to complete the rhythm section... Dude, just bang on your guitar a little bit. Why don't you do that? Use my right hand like now. Yeah. But all of my fingers... Dude, dare I, like... It's getting dry where I live, so I finished my opioid prescription out and I put a wet sponge in here. I would wonder if Marcin does that, but he literally bangs on the soundboard of his guitar, so I don't think he cares about it cracking. Also, don't use the fact that it's dry now to geolocate me. It's not gonna work. Alright, Marcin, if I'm gonna make fun of you, I should at least do you the courtesy of embarrassing myself by trying to play what you're playing. That was actually nice of him to provide sheet music so I can actually read it. How in the world do you play that open E string with just your left hand? Is that what you do? Hold on. Oh, he's in a drop tuning. I wonder if this is easier on a steel string. Let me check. God, I can't believe you're making me do this, you bastard. No, it's not easier. No, dude, screw that. I'm not doing that. Alright, next part.
So...
Hey, and you know what? I'm going to take a break from practicing this to appreciate this fact. In the intro, when I said that thing about the Polish Conservatory, that's real. There's videos of Marcin shredding when he was like 15 playing Paganini. I'm sure that if you're a fan of Marcin, you know about that. But I just want to point out the fact, the simple, true fact, that classical music and practicing classical guitar is the only reason why he's able to do this. Marcin writes this out in the language that I understand, and with the skills that I've gained from playing classical guitar, I am able to read it. So if you're interested in learning this kind of stuff, classical serves as just a general foundation for like anything. That's where I would start anybody personally. If you want to play flashy steel string at the highest possible level, like I guess we can say Marcin is doing, guess what? He started as a little kid playing nylon string guitar, and he, as an adult, made this decision to branch off into whatever it is he's doing now. If you have aspirations of being Marcin, especially if you're young, study classical guitar, and it'll give you all the faculties you need to play any of this stuff. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like from his fan base, something that I've seen a lot is that like classical is this oppressive thing, and Marcin like broke away from it. Now he's truly expressing himself. Do you think he would really be able to express himself like this if he didn't develop those technical skills in a conservatory learning under amazing teachers? Most definitely not. He would be playing singer-songwriter music. Instead of talking over this, he would be singing, and he would just be playing open chords. So, that's what I have to say about that. God, I've been recording this for 54 minutes. That's all just been me practicing this. This is what I got. I think this bass line officially passes the sore hands test. That means if you have the sheet music for it and sore hands can play it, it is possible to play on guitar. Whoa. Hey, can I do it while talking? So, the weather's a little dry. It's, bad for my guitars to be out like that. So I'm going to get the dehumidifier, or I mean, the humidifier, I mean, no, I can't. I need to practice that a little bit more. Also, something to note, you have to really aggressively mute. Like, if you don't mute, all that stuff rings out. Basically, every one of those rests, you gotta mute like an MFer.
No matter what I say, everyone thinks I'm fake. And they do.
God, I'm so glad the bass line repeats so I don't have to learn a whole other 4 bars.
My right hand is free. So what I'm going to do...
Why didn't you write the octaves in for those quarter notes? What's your problem, man?
To complete the rhythm section is use my right hand right now.
Just some like... So, what I was talking about, how classical will train you for this is a piece that I will probably be learning soon. My teacher like said it, and I was immediately like, yeah, I want to do that one. That's like a dream piece. I want to do that. But the Lubit variations on Soar, let me show you guys that really quick. See, I know at the first listening you might hear that and be like, that doesn't sound as impressive as Marcin's thing. Well, the dynamic that Marcin's using is all loud, it's all just punchy bass notes, and it's repetitive. What we're hearing right now is real nuanced music, and I know it's not as like cool to listen to, but if you can play this, you can shred Marcin's bass line. Now, all that being said, because I want to give Marcin credit where credit's due, this is the very beginning of the video. That's going to be the easiest thing that he's going to play. Now, if he keeps providing sheet music, I'm going to keep trying to follow along. I'm sure I'm not going to be able to put all of it together. I can maybe get everything individually.
But all of my fingers are free, so I'm going to add a snare.
So to do this, which like, first off, this is like easy. I don't want to do it very hard. I'm just going to tap on the saddle with my finger, so... whatever. Close enough, alright? Where else is this?
A real drummer plays way more than this. Like,
hey, no sheet music? Not sore hands possible, sorry. What we're hearing right now is officially not real.
harmony.
Okay, he's using like a picking technique there, and he's playing... He's doing like that. So let's see how he fits that in with the bass line. I'm hoping for a clear explanation, because again, this is to prove that what he's playing is legit. Let's take a look at that really quick. I'm not really seeing where that part fits in. I assume he's not hammering every single one of those G's. Let me see if I can see that again. Wait, I swear to God, I'm hearing picked out... Are you serious?
Harmony.
Where is it being played? I see the bass line. I see everything else. I don't see that, though. I swear to God, I'm hearing, like, panned tracks of several guitars. There's no way that's real.
It fills all the gaps.
Even that, I believe. At least there's an absence of the bass line rhythm when he does the shredding up there. They sound like articulated picked notes. Like, unless Marcin is actually just like a magician or he's that good, that's fake. This does not prove that that's real. Like, I thought you were real until I started listening to this. It's like, there's no way that's happening. Like, everything else sounds legit except for that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So if it's fake, why even add that in? I feel like it doesn't even add that much to the track.
Harmony. Alright.
Did I just hear a DJ record scratch in there too? Okay, that was his little scratch board there, alright. I didn't know. This is just a guitar. Wicka wicka. Like, it's just like totally not a guitar. Hey, okay, that was a scratch. I think I honestly buy everything except for those 16th notes. They just sound like clean picked 16th notes. Like, they don't sound like one's tapped, one's picked. Like, dude, unless you're that good, in which case, like, props to you. You fooled me. I think you're fake now. I don't think that's real. It just sounds like two tracks. Like, it's so clear.
So am I?
And now there's a bass under him. Okay, there's literally a bass under him now. This is all just him. Dude, my guitar just has a bass attached to it. Whenever I play, there's a bass player behind me playing everything on the floor.
Is this fake?
Yes, yes, dude.
The most memorable part. The melody.
Might I add the most beautiful part of the song too. Listen to that steel string beauty right there. Your teachers at the conservatory did not teach you how to play like that. It sounds like my microwave. Dude, it's like it's so beautiful when you can make an instrument emulate the human voice like that. Beep 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 beep. Just the same articulation every single time. No crescendo, no diminuendo, nothing. Beep, beep, beep.
There it is. So
it's beautiful, dude.
Let me add some rhythm again.
Dude, it sounds like an Eminem melody or something. It sounds
together.
Awful. Hey, it sounds better now, the octave.
How music works.
Regardless, even if it is possible, that made it sound bad. Like, the melody sounds bad, right? Like, the tone is bad. Everything else, honestly, like, I can be a hater all I want, but it sounded pretty cool. The melody sounds so bad, though. Maybe use that voice instead of talking. You should try, like, singing the melody or something. That might be a little nicer. Hey, guys, I have a really pretty song I want to play for you. Yes. Oh, God, I love a good chuckle. Yeah, dude. Wait, hold on. Did I just hear the open 12th string harmonics when his hand's like nowhere near that? No, dude, those harmonics are a separate track. They would all be muted by your hand. You can't mute the bass line and also play harmonics. This is impossible now. I don't believe this for a second. And again, the mixing of those harmonics literally sounds like they're somewhere else, as if it's another guitarist playing it, which makes me feel like it's two tracks. Like, unless you have some crazy panning setup on your guitar, which you don't, by the way, I don't even see where the plug is on this guitar. Oh, I guess he has a pickup there, but there's only one sound source, unless there's like what do you have, like a bunch of pickups for each string or something so you can pan them all around like an orchestra? I don't buy that. I just don't buy it, man. This video has done the opposite of what you said you wanted it to do, which I feel like is part of the point. It's like supposed to make controversy. I want to look at the comments to see like, no, this is like the fakest thing you've ever made. What are you talking about? Like, at least in the songs that you write, that you release in like albums, like nobody's gonna call you out for like double tracking and having multiple guitar parts. That's how music works. We're allowed to do that. Like every pop song, as Rick Beato says, has like 200 tracks on it. No one's like, you didn't play that with one band in one take. But saying that this performance is just one continuous take of a live guitar, no way, dude. Again, I could be wrong. This is just what it sounds like from here based on what I'm seeing. There might be a video of him playing and it's actually live and it sounds just like this. Because Marcin's really good. You know why he's really good? Because he studied with the best genre of music that the world has to offer. Classical guitar. Don't read into that too much. I don't actually mean that. All music is great, but classical guitar is the one that I like, so obviously it's the best to me. So here's the ending of this video. Either I'm right and Marcin's a fraud, or I'm wrong, and that's just how freaking powerful learning classical guitar is, that you end up like this. I don't even believe it. And I'm like a classical guitarist. I'm like in graduate studies right now. I'm pretty good, all right? Shout out to Nick Granville. That's it. I think we're gonna end it there. This is a short video. We didn't even finish it. That's how freaking much I'm talking.
But I guess sometimes you're supposed to play normal, right?
Yeah, I guess. Beautiful. God, so beautiful when you play those notes. Dude, just remove the high strings from your guitar.
And this concludes how music works. But there's one more thing that I really want to show you.
Tim Henson time.
Dynamics.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you moving back to the nylon. It honestly, you look more natural playing the nylon string. I think you should stick with that. It still sounds like crap. Much prettier than the steel string, though. Dude, how much money do you think you paid for that freaking Ibanez, too? It's probably like $5 grand for that thing. That's not the model you get at Guitar Center, I bet. I bet it's got some stuff in it, and it still sounds awful. Oh, thank God you wrote sheet music out for the freaking 1-octave scale. Thanks, man. Hey, well, you know what? Because I promised, I'll play that. Oh my God, dude, what's with the freaking... These notes are terrible. They're barely centered. Ew. Oh, it's F sharp. I was reading that as a G sharp. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's terrible. There we go. Hey, I'd play the arpeggio section that goes up to like frets I don't even have on my guitar. You didn't write it out though, sorry. Man, you guys complain about my reverb, alright? Come on now. I left this video way more confused than I went into it, I'll tell you that. But it was fun trying to learn your bass line, so I thanks for doing the sheet music. I think you should do that for like everything you do, just so I can react to it more effectively. There's no editing in this video. The sheet music is live animation that appeared during my performance. I think this is put to bed now. Dude, no way. You just like, that's over, dude. Conclusive. Dude, the fact that you're playing is so revolutionary that it makes people think it's fake is the highest compliment that you can get. Even in my brain, I can't completely recall the melody and lyrics and the bass line at the same time, but this guy plays all of that on the guitar. Dude, that's because you suck at music, okay? That is not anything other than that. I knew he was insanely good, but this is on another level. Dude, nobody questions it. Even if it's true, like, at least question it a little bit. It's questionable. I feel like I'm not wrong in saying that. There are some suspicious things, and there's no editing in this video. If you want to just go ahead and point out obvious processing and editing, go back to where he was playing the bass line when he was talking.
I'm still missing the key component of music.
Yeah, dude, there's no editing. We didn't do anything, dude. That's a raw DI. Somebody recorded that on their iPhone, and that's just just what it sounded like in the room, alright? I don't know what to tell you. Dude, and again, that's fine. People write music and they record it, and it's all kind of a lie, because it's all stitched together. Any classical performance you hear, the better they are, the more stitched together they are. You like Glenn Gould's Bach interpretations? There's like a cut every single note for his perfect interpretation. We know that, we admit it, because it's not a big deal, and it's like obvious. Like, yeah, who could just perfectly express everything in one take continuously? And if you can, you're like not even a human. Like, I don't know. I'll go ahead and say, I don't think he's being genuine and trying to prove that he's not fake. I think it's clickbait, which I'm not like upset about that. I employ clickbait all the time. But I will say I try not to lie to you, at least on purpose. I've been recording this video for an hour and 40 minutes. The actual reaction time maybe took up 5 of those minutes, and the rest of that has just been practicing. And I put in the very best takes, and that's what you just heard. And they probably still kind of suck, but that's besides the point. So I don't know, it's just a weird video. And you know what? This doesn't need to be the only video where we discuss this, but we can kind of stew about it a little bit and come back to it maybe in a practice log or whatever. But I think it's about time that we wrap this up, because I've been at it for way too long now. Listen, in conclusion, no matter how many tracks Marcin used to make this, which I guarantee, I feel like I would bet my guitars that it was more than one track, but however many it took, none of this would be possible without his classical training. So let's just take a moment to remember Marcin's classical training and how it got him to where he is now. Yes, classical guitar. It is the best, isn't it? Anywho, let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. Hey, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Of course, there are other videos just like this one. You can go check them out on my channel. Go look at the shorts. I post little clips of them if you don't know what to start with. There's also more serious, less sensational videos where I talk about like practice stuff and all that. So if you're a guitarist, you might enjoy that. I'm not taking any students right now, but I do know a lot of people who are, like my fellow graduate students. So if you're interested in studying classical guitar online and you want to be connected with somebody who really knows what they're talking about, just send me an email. It's in my description, and we'll go from there. Of course, Rutan's Delight, the sale's over, guys. Full price on everything, so don't buy anything, I guess. Or do. Please do still. I'll have another sale soon, though, so if you're patient, you can wait. And yeah. Alright, well, I think that's enough for this one. I'll see you in the next video.